San Jose, it's time for the Enterprise NHL Premier Passer with Erik Karlsson, Mikko Rantanen, Sebastian Aho, Ryan O'Reilly, Thomas Chabot, Leon Draisaitl, Roman Josi, and Keith Yandle.
This one just gets tougher as it moves along for the competitors who are involved in it. They have to make a breakout pass to those wooden characters that are there, and then hit the mini nets in the neutral zone, and then hit the lit targets when they get to the attacking zone. And this was the one that got into the head of Drew Doughty last year and was a complete disaster for him. And it's a good thing he's got a sense of humor because he needed it.
The challenge by the end is you're so rattled. You know, the easiest one is the first one, as it's more game related, coming around the net and trying to hit an open man on the side. That one is something you typically do, but rarely in a game are you standing and trying to put it over an object and in. It's rattling.
And there's the aforementioned Drew with Scott.
Jim, thanks very much. Yes, Drew, the guys were just talking about how this event did not exactly appeal to you last year. When does panic set in this event?
Well, last year I was sweating way before the event even started, and I just knew it wasn't going to be good. I don't practice this stuff. I'm not very good at this stuff. And when you're the only guy out there and you just keep missing and missing, it just keeps getting worse and worse. So this year I was like, boys, I'm not going in the passing challenge.
So when you know you're going to All-Star, this is the event you decline right away, right?
Exactly, yeah. And then now they put me in accuracy shooting, which I've never done in my life either, so it should be interesting. It should be fun.
Man, you're not exactly batting 1,000 here, Drew.
No, not at all. I just play in games. That's my thing. I'm not a skills guy.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well said, right? When you think of Drew Doughty, you wouldn't think you would say that, right?
This is where you can start to get in trouble here. Saucer pass over top of a barricade into a mini net, and this is just not something you practice in games, in practices anywhere. Standing still.
Well, and as Drew said, you're so used to just reacting instinctively, and now here you are, you listen to the crowd. There he's finally got her together a little bit.
Goal post. I think Erik has the demeanor to do well in this. He's pretty carefree. He's having fun with it. He's throwing some nice fluffy sauce right now.
But see, you missed a couple. You hit 3 posts out of 4. Now all of a sudden you get off track.
He doesn't care. He's having fun out there.
Finally, he's still got one he's got to go back to here.
They gave up on that one, didn't they, after a while?
This one,
there we go. Now he's still not finished. He's into the attacking zone, and the targets will light up, and he has to hit them.
He's hit 2 targets, but the lights were off, so he doesn't get the red. He's got 1 red.
This competition just isn't fair.
Now see again, he hit it, and it was off, so he's only got 2 out of the 5. Now he's moving
This is just a
away.
dog's breakfast right now. There's pucks everywhere. He's just slapping them around. He doesn't know where to go. He's not even in the right vicinity with some of these targets. I think he's done.
He's got 1 more that he's got to hit.
One-timer.
That was exhausting.
Well, you can see just how you take for granted just how skilled these guys are, but once you get into these modes and you hit a post 3 or 4 times, and yeah, that one looked good right in the heart, but a few others.
I guarantee you that as the time goes by, the emails will shoot right back from the All-Stars when they're named to the team.
I'm not doing that one. Well, and how difficult, Kevin, at the end of it all, those targets are lit for just a couple seconds. By the time you bear down, it was already off and he missed it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if guys have ever done this before. Like, certainly this is not something you
don't practice it
after practice, so it's foreign to you. You step out here, you're ice cold. You're not warmed up like you would be for a game. Like, they're setting themselves up for failure, but you're just hoping at some point they hit it.
At least, Kevin, on the first one, the breakout, you're actually skating, so you can make the turn and make a pass, which is something you would do all the time in a practice. But then you get to the center ice area and in the attacking zone, and you're standing still.
Yeah, correct. Like the first part is probably the most organic out of all of it. It's something that you would do over and over, especially as a defenseman, right? He made that look pretty easy. This forward here, Rantanen, coming around the net, making the breakout pass. But he won't do that too often in the game.
Kevin, under pressure, wouldn't you just put it off the glass and out? Just
$3 million if you did, Simmer.
Yeah, get it off, get it out.
If you mix it in on the tape, it'd be up to 4.
Well, what a season Mikko Rantanen is having.
We got some faulty targets down in the corner.
Yeah, a little bit of a problem there, just putting a little WD-40 on something. Tuesday night, David's conned into taking a road trip with Stevie. Schitt's Creek, a new episode Tuesday at 9 on CBC. There's Mikko Rantanen. For 62 days in the first half of the season, he was the leading scorer in the National Hockey League, playing on a line with Nathan McKinnon and Gabriel Landeskog. And he is now in second place in the scoring race. 6'4", 210 pounds. As a 16 and 17-year-old, he was 5'10", 175, and that's part of the reason he took a while to get noticed.
He's a big guy, and he protects the puck as well as anybody does in the game these days. And he can move too. Got some nice hands on him. Oh, he just shanked that one in the corner.
Yeah, you see how that long saucer, he went 4 times and hit the target. So tried to change gears. Now he's got the 2 short ones gone, but he's yet to be able to get it over that long target on either side.
He might not have the strength for it.
What you find though, it's when you're trying to guide it there, you don't get the power. At times you just got to do like you would in the game and just snap it as hard as you can. There was a good effort that went off the post.
You see little Pavelski is just itching towards the net here. I think he wants to get a stick on it.
Yeah, either you're going to tip it in or make a save. Well, still to come in this event is Ryan O'Reilly. Are you going to find an injury to get out of this, or are you ready to go?
I'm glad I'm not first though. It's a lot of pressure in here. See the guys trying to get a rhythm here. It's going to be tough though. I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun.
You would never practice anything like this, or never practice making passes when you're standing still, would you? That makes it pretty difficult, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you don't usually practice with, what, 18,000 people watching the
There
game.
is that.
It adds a little pressure, but it's fun though. I'd rather do this than something involving a lot of skating. So I'm a little more comfortable with my hands and my boots.
We talked about having a set number of pucks maybe, and maybe that would make it easier if you only had like 5 or 6 pucks, and if you failed,
you lose it, you
move on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. This is cool. I'm excited to give it a shot.
It's a good idea, eh, Ryan?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Wow.
This is good. Oh,
Wow.
Just about got them all consecutively. That was a good recovery after that neutral zone misfortune.
He had a good rhythm though going there at the end, didn't he, Ryan? And it's almost like a good musician when they have a good rhythm going. Something
absolutely.
special, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You can see what kind of when Karlsson was going, you didn't know kind of the pace that they were going to switch. Kind of that's tough to anticipate. So I'm glad I get a couple, just at least to see a couple guys go before me.
Isn't it nice when a couple guys do absolutely terrible and the bar is really low?
That is always really nice.
Thanks, Ryan. Good luck. We'll get back to you and see how the results are.
All right, thanks, guys.
Mikko Rantanen sits, and another Finn takes over. Sebastian Aho, one of 4 Finns in the game. Boy, the Finns have just been excellent. They're not mediocre guys in the NHL either. The Finns that come to the NHL, and there are 50 of them now, are all high-end guys. Sebastian Aho scored a big goal to get Karpat a championship. That's the team that his dad, Harry, is the manager for. And here's his breakaway goal in overtime to win a Finnish League championship.
That's a highly skilled move, right? And if it doesn't work, it looks silly. And the guys that can pull it off, that separates them from the rest of the league.
Kevin, when we went to the World Cup in Toronto a couple of years ago, the Finnish delegation arrived and they were all talking about Sebastian Aho and saying that before his career is over, he might be one of the best Finns ever to play in the NHL.
And the one thing that Ron Francis says about him just a great kid, right? And we don't know much about him. He's a quiet guy. Finns usually are, right? They don't show a whole lot of their personality. A little bit stoic maybe at times, but this guy's got leadership skills. He's supposed to be a really great kid.
Wow, he's right on here.
Boy, is he ever good. On the big stage, he's been excellent in that World Championship or World Junior Championship of 2016 that he won in his home country. He played on that terrific line with Patrick Laine and Jesse Puljujärvi. And he's done a terrific job here in 1:18 seconds and has the lead in this premier passing competition.
Oh, he showed really good confidence. He got the early one and the short one on the lob pass, and then he was lights out. He had 4 for 4 in his first 4 shots at the end, and looked up. The last one didn't go red, but they counted it. So far off of last year's leader, though, isn't it? It's amazing how quickly Alex Pietrangelo did it.
Can Ryan do 2 things at once here? Can he talk to us and just put passes on the tape?
Yes.
Yeah, he can.
Nice.
There's the stretch pass, and now onto the challenge in the neutral zone. Good luck with this, Ryan.
Defense is easy anyways.
I'm going to start the first one. Got a little sauce. Oh, fine. Come on.
2 posts.
2 posts.
There you go.
Oh, three posts.
They look pretty though, Ryan. They look
I
pretty.
almost got here.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. You got the most
Nice. I got
elevation.
to try.
Yeah,
Good
good.
playing too.
Hey, just entertain the fans.
You like the hip? Yeah.
Come on.
Look at that.
There you go.
If we're judging by style points, this is the winner
There.
for sure.
All right, I need this, boys. This is a big one here.
This is why you're not on the top of the power play.
Oh, I had to be good here.
Yeah. That's good. You're good.
Yeah.
How was that, boys?
Good job, Ryan.
Heck of a job, Ryan. Way to go and talk at the same time.
Nice.
Second, just behind Sebastian Aho.
Good try.
Okay, Ryan, so little birdie told me that you're quite the musician. And I think you've probably seen some of the clips from the KHL and that Maione showing us up a little bit, right, with the Lumineer song. And the rumor is you're a serious avid banjo player. And you got a couple potentially hit songs like Gluten Free. Any lyrics from there that you can share with us? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
I usually do a pretty good cover of Knocking on Heaven's Door, but it's knock, knock, knocking, I'm gluten free. And I don't know, it's just when the boys get a little creative, you know, put all the boys together, playing the guitar, guys get a little creative, and we all start singing. But,
Is it the guitar or is it the banjo?
I'm trying to learn the banjo.
We heard it was the banjo. Actually, step over here so we can see it. Turn that way.
Let's play off. Second.
All right, here you go.
We're telling him what to
I
do,
don't know how to
Scott.
play the banjo.
Why would he know how to play the banjo, Scott?
I don't even, what is this?
If you could play this thing, you'd be the coolest guy here right now.
Go ahead. Let's sing gluten free for us. I don't think I can play it like this, but I think I need a guitar and I can maybe get it going. But
Play it, Fact Daddy. Play us a tune. Play us your...
I think this, you can play, can't you?
Oh, I listen to him play funny though.
Jack Eichel's a Major League Classic music fan. You're doing great here, Ryan.
I'm just, honestly, I know maybe 2 chords on the banjo. I'm messing around, but yeah, that's kind of all I got. I wish I had
Tell him to
more.
play one of his own songs. He's written a couple of his own.
We're trying to get him to play gluten free.
Yeah, we messed around a few times. He's a big fan of mine. He might be my manager.
He's your biggest fan right now.
Now, we're joking around here, but you have played with the Arkells, right?
Yeah, I got a chance. Those guys are such down-to-earth, cool guys. Been to a ton of their shows, but one of them there was kind of promoting a show in Buffalo, and let me play a couple with them and sing a bit, so it was pretty fun.
The banjo lesson was great. Thanks, Ryan.
I know, maybe guitar, I'll have a bit more for you, but you know, eventually I'll learn this.
Perfect. Thanks.
You just took all of Thomas Chabot's spotlight right now. Apparently he just went.
Thomas moved into third spot in his first All-Star game. He did a nice job at 21 years old in his first All-Star game, a minute 40. Aho is still in the lead. So was it Scott's idea to bring out a banjo for a guitar player?
I mean, I don't know who would pick the banjo out of any instrument to play.
I'm not taking any credit for the banjo idea. That came entirely from intel that Kevin Bieksa obtained from a teammate of Ryan O'Reilly. So we'll leave it at that.
Boy, did that backfire with you.
He plays the banjo like you rap.
Yeah. No, he's not that bad.
Meantime, back out on the ice, Leon Draisaitl. Last man in from the Pacific Division in the Edmonton Oilers. He said the day he was voted in that this passing competition might be the skill he's best suited for.
Oh,
He's in it.
Got a good start on this.
I just think there's a force field around that particular target. It's been the hardest one to get.
Oh, hit the crossbar. Oh, he's got a chance here.
If he can go clean here, he can win this, or at least take the lead.
He's snapping these passes. These are not one-timer passes.
Ah, there you go. You got a new leader.
Boy, that's 69 seconds. That is really quick.
Looking to become the first German to win anything at the skills competition.
You can see just how tentative on those little saucer passes. You got to really guide that in, but there was no tentative play on this. He was just ripping those right on target. Timing was there, and great moment for him.
Those are what we call crispy passes. Connor loves it.
It'll be fun watching them 3-on-3. They've been awfully good throughout this season in overtime, and a lot of those hard passes.
Now, Josi really wants to skate this out of the zone. He doesn't really want to pass it, but they're making him do it.
Roman, I think, is still a tremendously underrated player. He's a terrific defenseman on a team full of stars. Back down to Scott with another guest.
Jim, thanks very much. Keith Yandle is going last in this go. He's up next. Boy, you see them get here into the neutral zone and try to hit those small nets. Does it seem like cruel and unusual punishment?
It sure does. It's some small nets. Got to get it over the barrier there. It doesn't look very fun, but hopefully the fans enjoy it.
So I'm making you feel really good about your chances then.
Yeah, it's not helping out the nerves, but no, I'm excited to go.
Hey, we read somewhere that you're not familiar with some Canadian foods, i.e. Smarties and Coffee Crisp.
Yeah, Coffee Crisp, I've tried it. Not a big fan, I can tell you that, though. It's just something that's not my cup of tea. Smarties are all right, not as good as M&M's, but they're all right.
This is a high-level discussion, but I just want to tell you in advance that tomorrow we may be able to fly in a Coffee Crisp. Oh, there it is. There you go.
What do we got right here? Actually, I love Coffee Crisp. Coffee Crisp. Who makes this? Nestle. I love you guys.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Phone is ringing, Scott. They want you to do Face the Nation next.
We're hitting every topic of this All-Star.
Yeah, Roman Josi has hit that left one 3 times, and it finally lit up. So he's been a bit of a tough one for him. That left target just kept getting hit, but it wouldn't get red.
Kevin, Roman is such a great player. I mentioned I think he's still underrated in the league, and he plays on a team with PK Subban and Matthias Ekholm. Who's the best defenseman in Nashville?
Well, let's mix in Ryan Ellis to the equation. Good Hamilton kid, right? He had a couple good mentors when he was younger, but what I think about is if they kept Suter, Weber, and Seth Jones, there's 7 of the best defensemen in the game right now. Who would be the healthy scratch out of those 7?
Yeah, exactly. Play 7-11?
7-11. But to answer your question, he's a pretty complete defenseman, and he's a tough guy to go against because he's a big guy, right? Like, you don't think of him, much like Cam Fowler, bigger guy than you think, but he's such a good skater, you don't realize it. So you can't overpower him, and he can skate you. He'll skate the small guys right into the corner.
And maybe in the first half of this season, Ekholm has been the best of them, but they are a challenge because they're so deep and so good there. Here's Keith Yandle, who's now 32 years old in the All-Star game, having played in Florida, having played for a long time in Arizona. Doesn't get credit for being as good a defenseman as he is. And he had that 1.5 years in New York where he got some publicity. but for the most part has played in places where you don't see them a lot.
See if Scott's jinxed him at all. It got him a little nervous about this right here. This is the one that he was most concerned about.
Grew up in Massachusetts, decided to play junior, went to the Moncton Wildcats. Oh, that's a good one to get right away.
That feels good.
This one not so much.
This one's hard. Oh, there you go. Good job.
I feel like the defenseman would be a little bit better, maybe this longer one. More in the realm of. Sorry, go ahead.
It seems like too many of them are just trying to baby it in there. He's doing a good job of trying to put a little zip on it.
He's trying to sell the game, right? He likes to see a nice high soft land flat.
Yeah.
This is a part of the event where we just need a fight or something to get the crowd going. Want me to grab someone?
Yeah, you go ahead. Maybe see if you can find Gritty.
Scott's the closest to me, but
and so the winner of the Premier Passing Competition is Leon Draisaitl of the Edmonton Oilers in 1 minute and 9 seconds.